Thank you very much. My name is Professor Paul Mwanya. Um, I come from Machakos County and specifically Kadiani sub-county. And being also a citizen of this country and also an aspiring member of parliament for Kadiani in 2027, I may want to give some small highlights on what the president should be able to address today as he addresses the parliament. One is on the issue of education. And we have this competency-based education, which is a new curriculum that was introduced in this country. And one of the issues that are not very clear is the transition from junior secondary to senior secondary. I know many parents are very confused. They are not sure of which schools to choose to take their children, and based on the different competencies, whether in STEM or whether in sports and the media or whether in social sciences, most of the parents are not sure which schools are offering which competencies. And I think this is something that needs to be put very clear for the parents so that they can be sure that as we begin in January, then they are sure of which school to choose. I also did some survey and I realized also even some schools are not also sure of what kind of competencies they're supposed to be offering to their students. And I think that is something that the president needs to put very clear. The other thing that is being speculated is on the fee. And most of the schools are likely going to charge more fees. And the president needs to be very clear on this also issue, that it seems like the competence-based education, which is a new curriculum, has also become very expensive for the parents. And I think this is something that needs to be controlled. We cannot allow schools to just charge whatever fees that they are interested in charging. But we wish that the president can also be able to address this and have a fee guideline on what parents are required to pay, so that it doesn't appear like this new curriculum that has been introduced in the country, which may seem to be very good because it looks at the competencies of students. It also needs to be affordable. And by doing so, then every parent, whether in the villages or whether in towns, should be able to address this. The other thing about the competency-based education is on infrastructure. We want to be sure that our children, all of them, wherever they are being exposed to the required infrastructural requirements and even the resources. Because failure to access the required resources because of being marginalized, then it will be a very big disadvantage to those that are located in the rural areas. I know in towns there is no problem. Obviously, parents in towns can be able to afford. But what about that parent that is in the rural? Are they able to access the resources that are required for this kind of education system? And that is very critical. And I wish the president can also be able to assure Kenyans that wherever they are, no matter how remote they are, they will be given the resources that they require so that the resources can be able to reach the students in whatever schools that they are in. I think that is my comment about education, and more importantly, can the fees be looked into so that it won't appear to be a very big challenge to the parents that cannot afford to pay. The other thing that I want to address is on the issue of this SHA. I know many Kenyans are still confused. And we have a lot of Kenyans that are saying SHA is not working, others are saying it's working. Is it possible that we get some clarity on how SHA is functioning so that many parents can, many citizens can have some confidence on the operation of SHA?
Mimi naitwa Peter Kioko alias Malatu. Mimi ni chairman wa KANU Machakos. Ningependa kumuuliza president ambaye leo anahutubia parliament pamoja na senate. Hatukatai president kuhutubia, hii ni kawaida na ni sheria. Lakini tunataka kumuuliza president asijaribu kutuahidi vitu vingine mpya wakati wa maongeleo yake ya leo, kwa sababu ile mambo ametuahidi ni mengi sana. Kwa mfano, alipokuja huko Ukambani alituahidi mambo mengi na ambayo sasa hatuyaoni. Magari ambayo aliwacha huku yakifanya kazi yote yameshaondolewa. Sasa hakuna maana kutuambia utatujengea hii na kesho hatuioni. Tafadhali tunakuomba wewe address nchi na utupatie mwelekeo ambao utatufaa. Kile kitu utauhidi, hiyo kitu ambacho tupate, lakini sio kitu ambacho unatuahidi na hatukioni.